Welcome to Umoja TWO TV's Podcast. I'm Coach Fuller, alongside my partner in crime, Coach Danzy. And today's guest, we have Bishop McGinn's own JaNyve Smith. Upon this season, JaNyve Smith has averaged 24.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He was Hudson Valley's MVP of the league, Times Union second team All-Star, Section 2 All-Star Class B second team. Some of his highest include 33 points against Heatley, 28 against Germantown, 24 against Catholic Central, and they had an upset win versus Water Elite. And we welcome you, JaNyve Smith, to Umoja TWO TV's podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right,
awesome.
I'm asking the first question here, and the first question is going to be: when did you first pick up a basketball? At what age?
I first picked up a basketball when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
I was about 6.
Now, talk to me about your first organized team you played on, with a jersey and all that.
All right, so I went to Eagle Point. So I played in the Powell League for a while there. That's where I really started to play organized, and then I branched off to AAU.
Okay. All right. So when did you realize at what age or grade that basketball was for you, and it might be something that you can really pursue maybe at the next level?
I mean, when I was 6, I played basketball. I just kind of knew that's what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't really have any interest in other sports. I just wanted to play basketball all the time.
Now, now listen very closely. At what age did you realize that, you were pretty good and that is something that you really wanted, that you really felt that you can, contribute to a team and be successful and maybe move on to the next level and play? At what age did when that moment happened?
I was about 10. I started playing with Dream Team, and I was about 10 getting 30 a lot of games. So that's when I kind of did it.
Okay. All right. Now, tell me your best overall performance this season where you did it all. You assisted, you scored, you rebounded, you blocked shot, you listened to your coach, you followed instruction, you pat your teammates in the back, you just did it all.
I think the most complete was against Catholic Central, where I scored I scored all our first quarter points, and then the second quarter I couldn't score as much, but we had a good lead going to the half. Then in the second half, it was a back and forth game, and we just worked together. That was one of the best complete games I think we played, and complete game also. That was a game that we all came together, and I kind of just led the pack.
Awesome. All right, Coach.
So, JaNyve, talk to me about your approach to the game. You play with a lot of ferociousness. You attack the basket a lot. The outside shot. You kind of an attacking type of player. Talk to me about how you develop that mindset and come into the game and go on the attack like you do.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of confidence. I know if I go into the paint, I'm probably gonna get fouled or finish it on you. I try to use my strength against the opponents. I notice a lot of people just can't. I just use my body really good and just look for the cracks and stuff to just get an easy buck. And I always find myself at the hoop.
Now you came and you went from an undefeated on the junior varsity level and transferred into McGinn. Talk to me about that transition. What have you learned from Shenandoah and playing in that program that helped and playing at McGinn?
One thing is probably discipline. We were very, very, very disciplined there. I try to tell my teammates that it's a serious game when you're playing, and people take this stuff serious. So practice was one thing that they made sure you had to go to, which is important. And I try to enforce that for my teammates now. One thing I really learned, discipline. Cool.
So now, coming into the season at McGinn, you guys got off to kind of a shaky start, trying to get familiarizing each other with one another. Talk to me about that process and developing into having good team camaraderie and trying to gel.
I think that's mostly like just accepting your nobody really knew who was gonna when we all first came in. Nobody really knew who was gonna lead us in everything or just become the leader because none of us played with each other before. It's a brand new team, and I think once we got an idea of who's gonna do their role and what we're all gonna do for each other to get wins, we kind of got an understanding going, and it was just we didn't even have to communicate it like that. We started to flow, and it just started to get us more wins and stuff.
Now, also talk to me a little bit about you had a transfer come in, Quanier Q, and he was at Catholic Central, I think it was.
He was at Water Elite.
I'm sorry, Water Elite. That's right. He was at Water Elite, and he came in. Tell me what did he add to the team? Because I saw when he came in, you guys started to play a little basketball. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, Q, he's a good guard. You know, he's gonna bring good energy. He's gonna come to practice. He's gonna always come work hard. You know, I know with Q, move a little more, get the offense flowing. You know, Q gave me a lot of. He was what's the word? He was for a lot of assists that from me. You know, he gave me a lot of points, easy bucks, and he made sure everybody was just kept it going in the offense. You know, and it was a good team. It was a good thing we got him.
Tell me about your thoughts about playing in the Central Hudson Valley Conference. I mean, a lot of time, night in and night out, a lot of times you guys, you know, the competition, you guys are far that competition in that division. Talk to me about that and some of the other games outside of your conferences that you play.
Well, in the league, I think we all know that we are kind of higher on the competition side, you know. But I think it's a good thing that we don't take those teams lightly or take anybody lightly, because if we let our guard down, we're gonna keep playing like that. And I try to tell our teammates, we know we are a little bigger than these teams, but we still got to take them serious, because when we play the big teams, it's on us, you know. And I think that people actually underestimate those teams like Germantown and stuff. Like, those are not bad teams, you know. Like, you have to play, and if you don't play, they will get. The outer league games, we had it was fair because a lot of teams didn't think that we were going to be as good as we were, and they just underestimated us. And we play a lot of dirty basketball, you know, and if you have your guard down, we're gonna just get the win on you, you know. It was really fun playing out of league, though. I like the game I like playing Lansingburg and going to Water leagues and just showing people that you can't just play with us, you know.
Coach?
All right, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Did you play another sport in high school besides basketball?
Nope, not one sport, just basketball.
All right, so you never played, you didn't have even an inclination of even trying another sport. Like, your mom didn't say you didn't want to play football. Mom said, no, you can't play football. It was none of that. You just didn't want to play another sport.
I never had basketball. That was the only thing I was worried about.
Okay.
I kind of looked at it as, while you're somebody else in that season, I could be training basketball and getting better.
Now, Coach and I, earlier on in the year when we came and watched you guys play, we was kind of taken aback about the fact about how your team seemed to lack institutional control. And it seemed that you guys were a little bit out of sync in what you guys were doing. Talk to me about that process and what went on, and how did you curtail that as the season went on?
I just think as a captain for myself, I thought I had to think of myself and say, how can I just control the team and keep us on a really steady pace? We can all share the ball correctly and just play together. I think it started in practice, where everybody started to actually show up to practice, and we just kept playing and bonding, and we just actually started to just share the ball more. Nobody was complaining. Once everybody accepted their role, we did what we can do best for each other. We didn't take shots that we knew we couldn't take, and when that happened, that's what we played, you know, and everything was more controlled.
Now, talk to me about the attitudes. How did the attitudes change in that process?
Natural thing. Like, I think people just notice what they can do and what they have to do for us to win. You know, I brought the team a couple of times together, and we just talked it out. We're like, what can we do better as a team? And I'm like, I asked everybody themselves, I'm like, what do you do best? What do you bring to this team? And if they said something that we didn't agree on, we would tell them the honest truth, say, hey, we think you do this better, so try to do what you do, but try to focus on this more,
Awesome. Now, you guys just recently had a coaching change over there, right? You was under Coach Matteo. So, well, first of all, talk to me about what it was like playing under Most.
I mean, personally, I like Coach Matteo, He's a cool person, As a person, he's really good. He gave me a chance to just, show what I can do. He thought that I could be the leader on the team, and I can respect that out of him. He never really gave me a hard time. He was very understanding. Sometimes we got into some altercations, but we always kept basketball. Everybody gets heated, When I had to talk to him about something, he just let me come in his office. He heard me out, and I see he tries, But I can't really. It's not in my hands. It's cool. I had fun that year. I'm never gonna forget my junior year.
Mm-hmm. So now you have a new coach coming. Talk to me about your new coach and give us his name.
Coach Reese, who was the JV coach last year. I talked to him recently about stuff. He has good plans. He says. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just there to play basketball. And just keep my teammates together and just keep us bonding. Is important to me.
Absolutely, Coach.
Most importantly, winning. That's it.
All right. So the COVID-19 has came and shocked the world and put everybody on house arrest for the most part. So talking about some of the things you have done to stay in shape, work on your handles, work on your jump shot, stay physically fit, maybe lift some weights, maybe jog. What have you done to better yourself as an athlete?
Well, I basically I have a set over there. I got a couple dumbbells, got some pads. At night, get my push-ups, sit-ups in. Then I be on the hills. I run on the hills still, run around some laps.
Yeah. So how has it affected your schooling? How have you been able to communicate with teachers, or they just said you guys are done? How did that whole thing work out?
We started to do work via laptop. I still got to get my assignments in. I mean, I personally do not like the computers. It makes it a little bit harder because you don't actually get learned. You don't really learn nothing. At this point, school's to learn, and I think people forget that. But I got to do what I got to do, keep my grades up, and send my work in.
Okay, this is your opportunity to give shout outs to people who helped you along the way and your growth and development overall. So you could shout.
I want to shout out my mother. She made this Bishop McGinn move happen. She had to sacrifice a lot. Another person I want to shout out, Coach Tito. Shout out my brother, Dre. I want to shout out Q, my man. That's like my best friend. He keep me pushing. We work out together all the time. All my teammates too. I want to shout out Coach Fuller. We did some training together. That's good. A lot of help. There's a lot of people that did help me out. A lot of my family, all those people, that just keep me going. Everybody that supported me, shared my stuff. Like I actually see that type of stuff, and I'm not scared to tell them I'm appreciative of it.
Awesome. So, in closing,
Coach Jeff too.
Okay, call out to Coach Jeff. So, thank you for coming on to Umoja TWO TV's podcast. It's a pleasure to have you on. We look forward to you and continuously to climb and improve and having a productive year. I think you guys got a quality team that can do some things moving forward in the future. And we look forward to seeing you and your maturation process and developing your game. And we wish you the best in your future endeavors so much.
Thank you.
Yes, good luck, man. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a game or two next year if you guys. Hope you guys got any some double A or some A schools on your schedule next year?
I think so far we're getting some. We're trying to get some right now, but we're playing yet. Okay. But hopefully we can get some. That'll be fun. Yes, I look forward to things like that.
All right. Take care. Umoja TWO TV signing out. Peace.